Welcome.
Well, hello there. We're doing something a little bit different this time.
So we're going to start a podcast. Let us know what you think afterwards. Let us test it out first.
Yeah, so this one, we're starting off with some stuff that we enjoy.
Yeah.
That we really like.
So this podcast, we're going to have basically themes to each podcast. Mostly going to be about anime or games that we like to talk about. And this podcast is going to be about Naruto, specifically Naruto fights. And we're just going to be talking about that the whole time. So if you enjoy that, stay tuned. If you don't, sorry, let us know what you want us to talk about.
Yeah, we're not going to go super in-depth about all of them because some of them
they're boring.
Really short or boring, yeah.
We'll be mainly talking about the ones we like the most. We have a list of them that we want to talk about, so we'll reach that point. And afterwards, we're going to talk about theoretical fights that we would like to think about. Like what happens when X fights X, who doesn't really fight them in the show.
Yeah. So we're gonna start off with in chronological order with just how it shows up and just kind of give our opinions on what was something if there was weird stuff that happened or just you'll see. Well, it's we're free forming it right now.
Yeah, we're also playing a game in the background just so we're not completely bored sitting here talking.
Which, we wouldn't be, but it gives us something else to do.
Yeah, because, if we have more people, sure, we'll just sit here and talk to them. But, it's just me and Clinton, and we're pretty chill, so we're just playing, a game in the background. So if you hear joysticks or something, buttons, that's what it is. Sorry. If you don't want us to do this, we won't next time.
Yeah. Voice your opinion. We like to hear all of what our adoring, loving fans...
Singular, sorry. And if you want to see the gameplay while we're talking, let us know. But for right now, you're just going to get this happy little dude on your screen. So,
well, now to start on this list, apparently...
Go right into it.
Yeah, apparently the first fight is Team 7 versus Zabuza and Haku.
I'm going to take this as, the first main fight.
Yeah, because it's, technically there was a little bit more that happened beforehand. Some people like to not count the whole...
Naruto versus what's his name? The white hair guy from the beginning.
Yeah, the dude that tries to get him to steal the.
Well, he does steal.
That gets him to steal the scroll.
The secret ninjutsu scroll, which contains the one jutsu that Naruto still uses to this day, which is apparently forbidden. I never understood that. Actually, let's get into that because Naruto steals the scroll, right?
Yeah.
It contains forbidden ninjutsu. But it's just an enhanced version of the clone jutsu.
Well, remember, I think that was just the first one.
What do you mean?
I think
the first of them.
Because Naruto, forbidden. When he had it open, he was reading it. He only had the beginning of the scroll open. That scroll was thick.
It was pretty big, but
so
he read the first one, and it was multi-shadow clone jutsu.
Imagine that on a larger scale.
But why can't everyone do that jutsu? It's the same hand sign. I think that was bad writing.
Actually,
on their part.
I'm thinking part of it is chakra reserves.
Okay.
Because, the reason that people are limited with the amount of chakra is that, with the amount of clones, is the chakra cost.
Yeah.
Some people can only make so many clones. That's why in Boruto, he's got, 4? 5?
He has 4 clones. 4? He can make 5 of it. He has 5 total, him and his clones.
Mm-hmm. But, Naruto's got the 9 tails in him. That's a lot of chakra.
And he has Uzumaki heritage, which gives him extra chakra, because they're known for their stealing jutsus, which cost extra chakra.
But, could you imagine a small platoon of people with that? But, it's a forbidden jutsu of the hidden leaf.
Yeah.
And I can understand why, because, if too many people had it, you could create entire armies of people instantly.
Yeah.
Even if they're not able to make that many, or maybe it's because of the immense chakra cost.
Or maybe something just happened in the past that wasn't stated at that point.
Yeah, it could have been people tried to use this jutsu, but when you made too many clones, they died.
Yeah.
Because, if you use too much chakra, you die, even though we don't ever see that happen.
They just get really tired and, pass out before they die. We've never seen someone overuse... we've seen people overuse chakra, yes. But we've never seen them die. They only pass out. So it's a gray area.
And it's even in that arc in Boruto where that thing was stealing chakra.
Yeah.
The people didn't. Did someone die, or were they all super close to death?
No one has died because of stolen chakra yet. Well, besides the tailed beast being taken out of somebody, but that in itself is like removing someone's chakra, like all of it.
Yeah.
Because like when you steal chakra, you're just taking parts of it. You're not taking all of it and the source of it. You know.
Yeah, but when you take out the tailed beast,
that's like the source of
the
chakra.
Tailed beast pulls out the chakra with it.
Yeah. So like, yeah, but we can go into Zabuza now.
Yeah.
I think so.
So like in the beginning of the fight, but essentially before the mirror stuff, when it's just Kakashi, it's essentially Kakashi fighting Zabuza.
Yeah, and then
for the first time.
Yeah, the people or the kids are guarding
Old man
Naruto bridge builder.
Yeah, but
which just segue off that, I hate that they named it the Naruto bridge. It should have been Team 7 bridge. Because Sasuke did not take 1,000 needles for it to be called Naruto Bridge.
But I mean, Naruto was I don't think Kakashi.
And Kakashi did 90% of the fighting.
Yeah, but when it came to fight, so if Sasuke and Naruto would have lost to Haku, Kakashi would have been just completely destroyed by both Haku and Zabuza.
Well, at that point, yes, but if he was allowed to use his Rinnegan,
or his Kamui,
his Mangekyo.
Yeah, which,
plot hole.
He didn't have Kamui then, but he did. Whatever. I mean, it's weird power scaling stuff. Like, imagine
afterthought. It's just, it's rough with anime fighting, like going from back to forward and like going back into like backstories and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you miss a few things.
It's just different kinds of retcons.
Yeah. So, anyways, when it's just Kakashi versus Zabuza, that was a pretty interesting fight because it was the first time we saw high-level ninja fighting each other. Besides Kakashi just schooling those hit and miss assassins.
Oh yeah, but
where he's Sasuke's just like, okay, they're gonna come from this angle. What are they gonna do? Kakashi's missing. What do I do? I'm the only one who could actually beat these guys. And Kakashi just comes out of nowhere like, Sasuke, the fuck you doing?
Yeah, I had this handled the whole time. I knew they were there.
And Naruto's just like, oh, I was ready.
Yeah, but he could do nothing.
Yeah, like Sasuke was actually panicking, and that was kind of funny, honestly. But then in this fight, Kakashi versus Zabuza, Kakashi gets his butt handed to him.
I mean, just a little bit. He gets caught in that water prison, but
I don't understand how he caught him. Because Kakashi has the Sharingan. He can technically know what's going to happen before it happens, which was part of the Sharingan at that point, which kind of faded off as the story grew. But
yeah, you are supposed to be able to see a little bit into the future and see what your dudes are gonna, like your enemy's gonna do.
Yeah, which it's okay. It went away. I mean, that's fine. But I feel like Kakashi should have seen anything Zabuza was gonna do because he has a very limited spell pool, jutsu pool. I mean,
I think. Okay, think about it like this: he did activate that mist jutsu.
He activated mist.
Which, that's got to do some kind of disruption for any kind of visual
Maybe because it has chakra in the mist. Kakashi can't see through it.
Yeah.
That might be a thing. I don't know. We're also going off of, like, not having seen the fight
in a long
time, but we know what happens in the end. So Kakashi basically gets captured by Zabuza, right, in a water prison. And he's not able to use any chakra or jutsu.
He's not able to really get out.
He's slowly drowning.
Yeah, he's essentially useless. He's like Sakura, who isn't trapped. He's equivalent to Sakura,
but he was doing more because he was taking up Zabuza's right hand.
Yeah.
So technically, he was even more useful than Sakura at that point.
So like, I wanna create some parallels right now to the end of that fight when Naruto throws Sasuke the big ol' shuriken, and Sasuke grabs it and is like, oh shit, this is Naruto. Am I holding his dick right now?
Yes, that's exactly what happened in that sequence.
Okay, so it's like he grabs it and they know what's about to happen. Now remember the fight in Boruto between what's his name, Momoshiki?
Yep.
And he does the same thing. Like, I think one of them, he grabs the shuriken and he's just like, they look at each other and they're like, yeah, they're gonna do that. This is gonna
work.
Yeah, and so like they essentially did it again, but in a different way, where the big old shuriken, goes into the ground and it's
Naruto.
It's Naruto, and he just like punches the guy up. I think.
No, yeah, he pulls the shuriken up. Well, we'll get into that when we talk about that fight.
Okay.
But
But
that's way too far.
I'm just calling a parallel to the, they used essentially the same tactic.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Like, that was a nice callback from the writers. But in this fight, like, the fact that Naruto came up with this plan baffled me. Because I didn't, at that point, I didn't think he was able to do that type of transformation, honestly.
It never really specifies what they are and aren't able to transform into.
Because, like, that was never shown. Like, no one ever transformed into a shuriken. Like, why would you? Because you're useless at that point. There's no reason.
Also, something that I want to say is the final exam for, I think, like, the Genin exams, was the transformation jutsu.
Yes, they had to transform themselves into Iruka Sensei.
Yeah, but, like, Naruto was really fucking good at the transformation jutsu, but not when it came to transforming into someone he can see.
Yeah, he could make himself into a woman.
Yeah, he used the sexy jutsu to...
that's not his own jutsu. It's just the transformation jutsu.
Yeah, it's just... But
combining it with his multi-shadow clone jutsu is kind of his own jutsu, which the harem jutsu, I would say, and then his reverse harem jutsu, which later, but yeah.
Which I find it funny that, like, it's stronger against much stronger enemies.
Yeah.
Like, it's weak against not so strong enemies.
Yeah, because no one would think, like, I'm going to use my weakest jutsu against you, but...
Anyway,
it was a very momentous fight for that.
Yeah, moment. It was a good starting point. So, like, the part 2 with the mirrors, I think...
Smoke and mirrors.
Yeah, the smoke and mirrors. If it wasn't for... If it wasn't for Naruto, they all would have died.
Yes, but I mean, if it wasn't for Kakashi, Zabuza would have ran them over.
Oh, well, yeah, because, but
like,
I mean, like...
Their combo, Haku and Zabuza, is hit and miss plus mirrors, means you can't see anything and you're dying constantly. And then Zabuza's able to just, like, cut you when you're on the edge of the mirrors, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But, like, with Kakashi, like, zoning Zabuza and Haku having to fight both Naruto and Sasuke at that point... One who had just awoken his
the tailed beast power, or
his
the
tailed
Sharingan.
beast and his Sharingan. Like,
they both got a little bit of a power.
They got a power up because Sasuke, he had his Sharingan, but he didn't have the predictive movements in his eyes.
He only had the one pip.
Yeah, he could see chakra flow. I think it was for the one pip. Second pip, he could see movement, so that's what made him be able to see, like, oh shit, Naruto's about to get stabbed. I'm gonna just jump in here, and took like 30 needles. And Naruto's just like, no!
Rage!
Like, couldn't contain himself, and
there's a scene from
raged
there's
out.
A scene from Big Mouth that reminded me of that. Reminds me of that exact same scene.
Yeah.
Where, like, they're like, I'm not gonna explain the whole scene because literally this video might get taken down if I describe the scene. But essentially, two of the characters are about to fight, but it's like, between the two of them, they're like, okay, we're just gonna make it look like we're fighting.
Yeah.
And then, like, one of them gets distracted and gets hit like a real punch.
Okay.
And so, like, the hormone monster, which, like, only the person the hormone monster is talking to can see and hear them. And it was so funny because he got punched. He's like, "Did he just punch you?" And he's like, "What? Yeah, I think he just punched me." He's like, "Rage, fucking rage!" And I didn't see it coming, but it's like that's what happened. It was essentially like, Naruto saw Sasuke get, completely wrecked.
And at that point, Sasuke was the closest thing he has to a friend.
Yeah.
Because Sakura hated him. Kakashi was just his mentor, and Iruka was his other friend, basically.
Mm-hmm. And so that's when Kurama, inside of Naruto, was just like, rage! And just, like, he raged.
That was the first time Naruto and Kurama, like, synced emotions, too. Like, because the only reason Kurama raged at that point was because Naruto saw his friend die, basically.
Yeah, he thought
Sasuke was dead. So, like, he's just like, this is no bueno. I can't control my emotions at this point. And Kurama, like, being physically linked to Naruto, he was just like, I hate everything you're doing. Who the fuck is this kid? Get out of here. Get me out of here.
Mm-hmm.
And at that point, he's just like, oh shit, I feel for this Sasuke guy right now. What's going on? And then he just raged, which I think was a really nice moment.
Yeah.
Not, like, nice, but, like, it was an introduction to, like, the symbiosis between the two, Naruto and Kurama.
Yeah. And then, now, next...
We're getting into the
Chunin exams. Let's just start off with this one, the idiot fight.
The idiot... Oh,
Sakura
I know what you're talking about.
versus Ino.
Didn't even have to look at the list.
Sakura versus Ino.
That was terrible.
Both of them really sucked.
That was the worst cop-out for a fight ever because Sakura, no jutsu, for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
She got
nothing.
She doesn't even use transformation jutsu. Like,
nope.
Come on.
But for whatever reason, she's got some kind of second soul ability to be
that
able
was
to
never explained.
To be able to not be affected by her genjutsu. And it's a strong genjutsu, too. It's not a regular genjutsu. Like, this is a strong,
Yeah.
your mind is being swapped genjutsu.
Yes. Are you talking about Ino?
Yes, Ino's genjutsu. Like,
I don't think that's genjutsu. That's just mind swap jutsu.
I think it's a type of genjutsu.
Yeah, it might be. But, like, she physically takes over their bodies, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, like, she takes over Sakura, and she's like, I forfeit. And then, Ino wins. The worst cop-out. I'm sorry, but, like...
Kinda, yeah.
That's, like, the worst way to show an ability. Or, like, show like a ninja fight. Like, I get it, they're ninjas, and that's kind of, like, a really sly way of doing it. I just felt like I didn't like it. But I also don't like Sakura, so I was okay with it at the time. But that's basically it for that fight.
Yeah, and next...
Naruto.
Okay, I want to keep this one short. Naruto versus Kiba. Kiba gets beat by a fart. Kiba gets beat by a fart.
But think about it. Naruto only eats ramen. That's got to be some pretty fermented farts.
He also eats, like... expired milk.
Expired milk.
You remember he ate the expired milk. He
Yeah.
He doesn't have a great diet, and
No.
Kiba does have a strong nose.
Kiba should have won that fight. I will say.
When it came to fighting ability, Kiba should have completely bodied him.
Yeah, but yeah, he lost to a fart.
He lost to a fart.
Circumstantial fight. And that's it. Bad fight.
Yeah. Now, next, one of the best smack matches that there's been, Neji versus Hinata.
Oh my god. I felt so sorry. I loved Hinata at that point. Like,
yeah,
she was so cute. And
you wanted Hinata to win, but you knew that she wasn't. You knew that she wasn't.
It's just like that underdog fight where you're like, oh yeah, underdog is totally gonna... Oh, it's that guy? No, she lost. I'm sorry.
She's just getting smacked and slapped.
You put your money on Hinata, but you're like, I know Neji's gonna win.
You do it as of like a kind thing of like, oh, you sweet little thing.
You're my best friend, but this guy is totally gonna destroy you in a second. And then Neji did destroy her in a second. Like, yeah. I'm sorry. Like, she put up a nice face. Like,
oh yeah, she did her best. She didn't bitch out. Like,
no, she took them punches. Like, no joke. Like, she was one of the tougher competitors at that point. Because like, if Kiba or like Shino had to fight them or fight Neji, Neji would have destroyed him, and like they would have forfeited. Honestly. I think only Lee and Sasuke would have been able to beat Neji at that point.
I don't think Sasuke would have been able to beat Neji because he fought Lee for a little bit, and
Lee
messed him up.
Lee messed him up,
and Lee can't beat Neji.
But it's because of their fighting styles. Lee is taijutsu and frontal attacks at that point. He was no no artist. Like he had no tactics. Sasuke is very thoughtful at that point with how he's going to approach somebody. Like, what's next? Is it is
the best one?
Oh,
next is one of the best fights of the series.
Oh, it doesn't talk about this isn't on the list, so we'll talk about this right now. Sasuke versus that one sound ninja.
Yeah.
Where he does his lion kick combo. Mm-hmm. That was based off of what Lee did to him, which I thought was hilarious. But yeah, like, just that fight makes me think Sasuke has a chance because he'll be able to understand Neji's movements. He'll see that he's going for chakra points and be able to dodge that. Because that was after gaining 3 pips in the forest. Did he get 3 pips from Orochimaru? I don't remember now.
I don't remember how many pips he was at.
Put it in the comments if you guys want to let us know how many pips Sasuke had during Chunin exams before, like, in the preliminary fights. Because I forget if was the Hidden Forest before these fights is my question.
Yes, the people that beat the Hidden Forest had to fight to see who went on to the final round.
Okay, that's it. So yeah, let us know in the comments if you want to let us know, because we could look it up right now, but
that takes time.
So anyways, that's my opinion on Neji versus anyone else, because Neji at that point was my favorite character. I will say I have a little bit of bias, but he was good, man. Like, he was pretty strong, but I think some other people could have beat him.
I do gotta say that for both of them, if Hinata would have fought anybody else, she'd have beat him. If Neji would have fought anybody else, he'd have beat him.
You think Hinata could beat Shino?
Bug guy?
Yeah.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like Shino's just like overpowered.
He's just got bugs.
I know. I don't think. Oh, I guess she was on a team with him. She could probably stand it.
But like they would both know each other's weaknesses.
Yeah. Who else was there? Ino would have lost. Actually, Ino would have won against anybody. Honestly, besides Neji, because Lee can't do anything about mind transfer.
It's really slow, so it's easy to dodge, and it leaves you vulnerable after you fire it.
Yeah, but if it's like an 80% chance to hit, I'd say, maybe 75%. But it's just like, anyways, let's get on to the meat.
Yeah, some of the big boys of the conversation.
The pork roast of the century and all behind. You know what we're talking about.
Lee versus Gaara, one of the best like animated fights like in the series.
Oh my god, yes.
You know, it was in the words of Swag Kage, it was quick, the hits were brutal. Like it really felt as though like stuff was going down.
Like at the beginning though, I will say I'm like, this is going to be the worst fight cuz like okay, you get to see Gaara fight, which we haven't yet.
Yeah, you only get to see him murder people.
We get to see what he does in an actual 1v1. And we're like, okay, but sadly Lee's going to lose this fight.
Yeah,
and,
it seemed like Lee had no chance in the beginning. It seemed like, how is Lee going to even touch him?
And then he jumps on the statue. I'm just like, oh shit, he's just running now. Like, is he just going to run away?
And he's
like, I was like, that doesn't make sense for Lee, right? So like, and then he's like, Guy Sensei, can I remove these inhibitors?
The weights?
And like, Guy's just like, yes, Lee, for this one fight.
Do it. And then, like, he started getting really fast, and he started getting really close to hitting him, but not quite.
Dude, I'm just going to say that weight drop, though, I'm just like, Lee's going to win. Like, that was my thing of, like...
Damn.
And then Kakashi's just like, Guy, you're still doing that weight training? I thought it was, like, illegalized or something.
He's like, what are you doing to the poor kid?
But, yeah, his speed and everything against Gaara, like, he was... First dash in, he misses by a hair because Gaara's sand caught up to him, and Lee's like, "Oh, I can go faster. Hang on."
Yeah, once he activated the 8 gates, it was over.
Oh my god, dude! That was the hypest I was ever for like any of those beginning fights. Oh my god, I love it so much.
And then of course Gaara had to be a little cunt. And just permanently injure him.
Yeah, he like caught him barely by a leg after being punched a few times. And he's like, "Oh,
wasn't it? It was because of that injury that Lee can't use all of the gates now."
No, he can. It's just like at that point he couldn't. Like it took a while to heal. He's fine now.
Oh, okay. But I thought there was something said that like, oh, because of that injury, he can only open so many gates.
Nah, because right now he's known as it's just spoiler alert for like anyone who cares about Lee fiction. In the Boruto series, he's known as the blue handsome devil of the leaf. So that means he knows to do the blue gates.
Which that's like the one before death.
Yeah, so I'm guessing he knows how to do the red gate of death if you know how to do the blue gate. But yeah, that fight was dope, honestly. And it I think that was the best shooting exam fight, honestly.
Yeah, because it's like, next one was pretty good. It was a work of genius. But, Lee and Gaara, that's going to go down in history as, like, one of the best anime fights total.
And now they're best friends.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's great that he goes from psychopath murder machine to...
Because of a fucking headbutt, but we'll get into that. Okay, so next is the second phase of fights is Naruto versus Neji. And let us know if you want us to talk about those other, like, miscellaneous fights.
Yeah, because, like, we'll go into more detail about anyone. We just got, like, a major list right now.
Yeah, those were just, like, not good, in my opinion.
Like, Choji versus that one sound guy. Sound guy get one hit.
Yeah.
He's just like, wow, well, you put yourself in a position where I can one-shot you. I'm going to one-shot you.
Yeah. But Naruto versus Neji in the second phase was the first fight, and we're just like, oh shit, Naruto's about to get bodied.
And he was getting smacked. Like he was
beat.
Yeah, he was trying to use, shadow clones. Neji is just like, get the fuck out of here with this.
Yeah, like I know everything you're gonna do because you can only do one thing.
And then, he put the ground in between him and Neji so he couldn't see him.
Yeah, that was I think he was trying to like copy Kakashi at that point, because like Kakashi had done that so many times to him during the training exam. Remember, it was Team 7 versus Kakashi. And he's just like, oh, let me come out of the ground at you. Let me come out of the ground at you. And he pulled a nice little like tricky one on Neji, where he's just like,
Neji. And Neji was real butthurt.
he was
so butthurt for a long time about losing to Naruto, because it's like, imagine losing to that one dude.
You're the
everybody,
best in the class, and you lost to the worst kid who only knows one jutsu, and he knows 2 jutsu, and one of them is turning him into a naked girl. It was sad, honestly, but let's just move on from that.
So then there's Shikamaru versus Temari.
Yes.
One of my favorite things about this fight is even though technically Shikamaru loses the battle because he forfeits, he still gained the rank of Chunin from that, because everybody watching was like, dude, this guy's wicked smart.
Yeah.
Because, like, he knew he was out of chakra. He knew there was nothing else that he could do. So before it even came to that, he was like, you know what? I already know it's done. I'm calling it.
But still, like, that thing where he's like, this is a bright-ass arena. I can't... my shadows aren't going to reach her because she knows they're coming. Throws the Kunin with his jacket attached. And then, like, extends his range. Like, I would have never thought about that.
That's like...
insane.
That's super strong.
I can't get over that. Like, it honestly goes to show, like, Shikamaru, we knew he was smart, but we didn't know he was on-the-fly combat tactics smart. Mm-hmm. That really showed off in the Chunin exams. Sadly, he lost.
But, like, he surrendered.
Yeah, but it was a tactical defeat.
Imagine if he knew the shadow stitching jutsu. And just, like, he's got her trapped and he's just like, give up, and she's like, never! Just gets freaking shanked to death by shadows.
But sadly, he only knew Shadow Possession, which, honestly, it doesn't do much by itself. Like, he didn't have a chance, really, against anyone.
Yeah, if there's other people in his squad, he's fine.
Yeah.
But if he's alone, I think the most that he could do, I mean, technically he could get someone to stab themselves.
Yeah.
Like, if they already had a kunai in their hands.
Oh, yeah, if he doesn't and
he's just like, oh, okay, let me...
Oh, yeah. Okay. Anyway.
So, beautifully done. And then, big boy.
Sasuke versus
Gar. So we're just going to talk about
the lead up to that was crazy. Because, like, we're just like, okay, so Kakashi is training Sasuke. He's like, teach me the lightning blade. And we're like, okay, that's cool, he's gonna learn this. And then he disappears for like a solid 14 episodes or something like that.
Yeah, he just
and we're just
for a
like,
while.
Okay, Sasuke, you gonna show up to this exam? And then he does. And I'm just like, he looks different. I don't like the outfit at all.
Yeah, the outfit was a little too angsty.
It was very angsty, but it was perfect for the jutsu he had just learned, because it's form-fitting.
Yeah.
It lets him move faster. It's like a Lee outfit. But, oh well. But that fight was pretty good too, because
he had the quote unquote ultimate defense
versus the ultimate piercing technique.
Yeah, and he just...
I don't get why Gaara let him wind up so much. He's like, okay, I'm just gonna retreat up. He like jumped away, backed up the wall.
Yeah.
And up to the top of the wall, and he's like on the wall. He's just like, all right, let me charge up for 5 episodes.
I mean, Gaara at the time was completely full of himself. Like,
yeah, he thought he could never lose.
Yeah, and it's like, that's why he got so surprised during, going back a little bit, versus Lee.
Yeah.
He just stood there in the beginning. He didn't do anything. And then once...
He had never been injured before. Except for when his mom's brother tried to kill him or something when he was a baby. Mm-hmm. That old flashback story.
But, like, he thought himself invincible.
Yeah.
And so even with all that extra, like, he still kind of got bodied a little. He had to transform into Shikaku to not lose.
I think Shikaku took over because he didn't want Gaara to lose. Honestly, I think Gaara was trying to hold him back. But that's just me.
Maybe
it doesn't tell us either way. Mm-hmm. But that's my opinion.
Yeah, I think there could have been a little bit more of like a battle between them and less of a
one-shot contest.
Yeah, that's what it kind of turned into for a little bit.
Does Sasuke kill Gaara with this one attack, or does he lose?
Yeah,
because as soon as Sasuke stabs the shell and his arm gets caught, it's over. He lost. Because Gaara, like, Sand Coffin, ultimate killing jutsu.
Yeah.
Unless you, like, teleport.
And then we've got another big one. What was it? Hiruzen, the third Hokage, versus Orochimaru. Ultimately, it is very, very good that Orochimaru didn't have the perfected reanimation jutsu.
Oh my god. Like, if
that
was the worst version of his reanimation jutsu, and he was, like, testing it out for the first time, and he brought back the first and second Hokage.
And almost the fourth.
But, like, the third Hokage's like, oh, no, you don't.
Yeah, no, you're not doing this. He's just like,
I will lose to the fourth Hokage.
Yeah, but, like, could you imagine if it was perfect, the way Kabuto perfected it?
Yes.
And, like, when they brought back the first Hokage, if it was at that level of just, like, being able to, he immediately summons it, and Orochimaru's just like, hey, use the True Thousand Hands statue. And, like, the statue just erupts up and just, like, kill that guy. And just like thousands of hands smashing him and the building.
Oh my god, I laughed so hard, dude. Like, oh, he's so lucky, because all he did was Emerging Forest, and that was enough to, like, almost kill Hiruzen.
Or Tobirama with the teleportation shit.
Yeah,
like,
he
they
only
weren't able
used
to
Water Wall at that point, which was, like, weak.
And it's like, I think one of the reasons it was good that it wasn't stronger is because, remember, when Orochimaru brought them back again later, like all the Hokage, he was looking at the first Hokage and he's just like, I don't have control over this guy. He's like, I am so scared right now. He's like, he's trying to keep a calm face, but he's looking over at his buddies and he's just like, if he wanted to, he would kill all of us.
Yeah, because as soon as he summoned the first, second, third, and fourth Hokage the second time, he's like, okay, so Tobirama and Hiruzen and Minato are all good. Like, oh, I got them controlled. And he looks over and just like...
And, oh, wait, no. Tobirama was like, I'm not going to let anyone control me, and, like, started fighting back against it.
And he couldn't.
And, like, he got close.
He did get close, but Orochimaru's just like, oh, no, you don't. And, like, summon sign, and he's like... holding him back, like, with sheer willpower.
And then he looks over at Hashirama, and Hashirama's just sitting there all cool, and he's like...
He's looking out the window, he's just like, ooh, so this is the Leaf Village now.
He was like, I have no control over this fucking monster.
And then Hashirama turns to Tobirama, I think, and he's just like, you guys need my help? Do you need me to free you or something like that? And I'm just like, oh! At that point, Hashirama was the I don't know how to say this, but, like, he was the coolest person in that scenario because, like, Hiruzen, the third Hokage, was just like, oh, it's Orochimaru.
Yeah.
I'm going to fight back. And he's like, I can't do anything.
Yeah. And the fourth Hokage is just
I don't think the fourth Hokage tried. I think he was just like, I'll see where this goes.
I mean, yeah, he's just like, well, last I remember, I was killed by the Nine Tails. And would he would know of Orochimaru.
When he was summoned, he immediately sensed Naruto. That was the thing, because his Kurama linked, basically.
Yeah.
I think that was something, because I remember it was subtle, but, like, his eyes got really wide when he was summoned, and he was just like, oh. And then he, like, came back to the moment, he's like, who are you guys?
Yeah.
Like, that type of thing. Like, he wasn't, like, in the moment right away. I think that's why he didn't resist, and, like, once he, like, held down Tobirama, it's like, that also went on to Minato, probably. But Hashirama was just like, so what's up? What are you doing? Do I need to kill you right now? And then they're like, Sasuke steps forward, just being like a G, probably like shitting his pants at that point, being like, he wouldn't have known that Orochimaru doesn't have control.
Oh no, Orochimaru kept that to himself.
Yeah, he totally did. But Sasuke walks forward like, listen.
Could you imagine how differently the series would have gone if, when Orochimaru summoned them during the fight with Hiruzen, that it was full power, and Tobirama couldn't break off, but...
Yeah, if it was full power,
but
Hashirama would have killed Orochimaru at that point.
And killing the caster of reanimation jutsu does not undo the reanimation jutsu. So I think Hashirama would have bodied Orochimaru, bodied the Sound 4, and then with Tobirama, Orochimaru would have been like, attack him. You won't win. Tobirama would be like, I can't win. This is my big brother. He fucks me up all the time. And essentially it would be a constant battle of like them trying not to die. Because they know they can't beat him. Infinite chakra regeneration.
At that point, I don't think it was infinite chakra. I think that was the super version.
Okay, well...
It was still, if it was full power.
A stupid amount of chakra because it's, it's the first Hokage.
Yeah.
A stupid amount of chakra.
Enough to summon 2,000 hands! If you guys don't know what we're talking about, it's the giant mech golem with 1,000 hands.
Yeah, not the medium sized.
Not the one
golem.
with the dragon necklace or anything like that. It's the big Buddha statue that punches.
Yeah, that's its ability.
What are you gonna do? Punch me? It's 1,000 times per second.
But like, imagine how differently that would have been if Hashirama cleans up that whole situation, and then they just have
Gaara would have died.
An immortal.
All the Sand Ninja would have died.
Hashirama.
Yeah. No war would have started. Obito would have been like, what do I do?
I think at that point they would have been forced to rush the reanimation. They're like, there's only one person we can summon to try and fight this guy, and they would have summoned Madara.
But who would have summoned? Because Obito didn't know this reanimation jutsu. If he did, he wouldn't have hired Kabuto, because Kabuto was a liability. So at that point...
At what point does Kabuto know? Because Kabuto was working with Orochimaru the whole time.
Oh, it's after Sasuke beats Orochimaru, Kabuto's left by himself. Toby approaches Kabuto and is like, hey, you want to join the Akatsuki? I got a place for you. And he's like, oh, Obito, I don't have time for you. And then Obito's just like, how do you know who I am? And then he's like, I think this is how that happened. But then they have a conversation about I guess I'll join you if you let me do experiments on Orochimaru's body.
No, I think it was he came to Kabuto under the name of Madara, and he's just like,
You're not Madara.
You're not Madara. I know what Madara looks like.
Yeah, because Orochimaru knew who Madara was. Because Orochimaru was one of the ones who was the only Uchiha who had read the Uchiha Stone, right? That Orochimaru left? Or changed?
No. No one... the only person that changed it was Black Zetsu.
Was it?
They had the stone from the Sage of Six Paths, but the Black Zetsu
Madara was just
it.
the first one to read it with the Mangekyo.
Mm-hmm.
We're getting off course here, but...
Yeah, okay.
Sorry, we'll go back to the fights.
Hiruzen versus Orochimaru. It was nice to see that even though Hiruzen lost, Hiruzen died.
Yeah, oh my god, the biggest sacrifice. At that point, I was like, if he gets Orochimaru, they both die, right? But then he just seals his arms. It's
because he wasn't... he didn't have enough strength left to pull out.
Oh yeah, because there was that whole tug of war match and everything.
Where it's the sword is being pulled through him.
Yeah,
and, but
that was crazy though. Orochimaru controlling that sword summon or whatever. Mm-hmm. I love that.
But take away his arms, he can't use jutsu, which is that was ironic justice because Orochimaru wanted to learn all the jutsu. He wanted to live forever. Yeah. He wanted to learn all the jutsu, and Hiruzen's just like, you need hands to use jutsu. Give me your hands, boy. Chop.
But he could still use the non-hand
sign jutsu.
Non-hand sign jutsu, which is his taking over the body and living in their body jutsu, where he snakes out and becomes them or whatever. But he still couldn't use their arms in that new body. I was just like, oh, is he just going to transfer bodies and use his arms? But nah, it was transferable.
All right, so then
rip that fight.
Yeah. Rip Hiruzen.
He never had a chance.
Then after that, it was Naruto versus Gaara.
The peak of this arc was Naruto versus Gaara.
Yes. Which Naruto versus Gaara is really, really weird because not many points does Naruto summon the giant toad. So Naruto summons the giant toad, and the giant toad is like, the hell is Shikaku doing here? And he's like, what, you know him? He's like, well, yeah.
Everybody knows this thing.
We're all giant beasts.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, I was just like, I don't think the Toad's going to help him. But then the Toad helped him. I'm just like, okay, it doesn't go with his character, but I guess he has to for the sake of the Leaf Village. Because I think the Toads are, tied to the Leaf Village, mainly because of Jiraiya and everything like that. But I don't know. I just felt, kind of weird at the beginning of the fight where, Naruto, or, Sasuke's chasing with Naruto, and, Gaara's just, half Shukaku right there.
Yeah.
And he's just, about to kill Sasuke, basically. Mm-hmm. And then Naruto's just like, I'll fight you. Summon jutsu.
Yeah, he does that, and it's funny, because that's when Sasuke gets all depressed of man, Naruto's that much strong.
When did you do this?
Yeah, how are you doing this? Like, it's that power gap. Like, every time each of them learns a new jutsu...
Because, like, Sasuke went off to train with Kakashi, Naruto went off to train with Jiraiya, and, like, he started to learn Rasengan at that point.
No. He didn't do Rasengan.
No, he was doing I thought he was doing the balls.
No, they were at this point they were training.
It was just summoning?
Yeah, they were training for the summoning thing.
At that point he had only summoned the Big Toad's son. I'm blanking on the name, but
Gamabunta?
No, that's the adult. That's the dad.
Okay.
But the small orange toad at that point was the only one he could summon. And like then he summons the dad and we're just like, what?
Yeah, all Jiraiya had to do was yeet him off a cliff to imminent death.
I mean, I guess we did see that.
That's when they were training.
Yeah, and then Gamabunta's just like, why did you summon me?
I was about to fucking die.
But yeah, that fight was it was okay in the fact that like they did the transformation jutsu into Kurama, which I did not like at all at that point. Because like
the giant
toads
was like,
hate Kurama,
but it was like he was talking about. He was like, I need to be able to hold this thing down, and he was like, I need something with fangs and claws. And in Naruto's mind's eye, Kurama was probably thinking, I am something with teeth and claws, and like they're connected.
Because Naruto doesn't know what Kurama looks like, right?
No.
So like it had to have been from Kurama's memory of when he was a physical beast.
Yeah.
And that was the first and almost only time we see Kurama as a physical beast, besides in Naruto's dreamscape memory.
Yes.
Like in the outer world, because whenever Naruto transforms into Kurama, like unlike any other tailed beast, it's just his chakra.
Every other tailed beast, like they turn into the beast.
And for Naruto, it's basically like a Susanoo version of his tailed beast. That would be awesome if the other tailed beast did that. I'd love to see a Shukaku.
What if it's
a Matatabi version?
What if it's just like a personal choice from the tailed beast? What if Kurama's like, if you change into me, like I actually have to move around and I
have to get hurt.
So like,
but if it's just my chakra, it's fine.
Yeah, that's fine with that.
He's such a lazy.
I'll just keep pumping the chakra out.
That'd be the laziest thing for a tailed beast. I understand it.
Yeah.
Anyway, like he holds him down, and Naruto's just like, ultimate Takno Jutsu, he's not looking, headbutt.
Yeah. And then, like, at the end of the fight, they're both, like, bloodied and beaten. And like,
Naruto's, like, crawling with his chin. And Garo's like, this nigga gonna
kill me. He's just like, he's still coming. He's just like, they're both down on the ground. He's just like, hey, you little bitch. You lucky I didn't kill... Wait, how are you coming at me?
Stop crawling with your chin.
Wait, I can't move. Bat.
Headbutts. And Gar's like, I guess we bros now.
I mean, it's better that way.
He did have like that was the whole like Gar's a nice guy now moment, and like what have I been doing my whole life thing. But
okay, and then after this next fight, that's when Naruto starts training to do the Rasengan.
Yeah, and he's getting his power spikes.
So the next fight is when Itachi and Kisame just they just come to the Leaf.
Yeah, because they were every Akatsuki member at that point was tasked with getting a tailed beast.
Yeah,
and most of the members did not succeed until Shippuden, because Pain was like, "Okay, you guys failed. I'll start." But Pain wasn't like doing anything at that point. He was just like, "Let's see how you guys do. I want you guys to do this for me because I got other things to worry about," which was probably nothing. I don't remember if he was doing any moves at that point.
He could still have been collecting his bodies. He might not have had all of them.
Yeah, because it was at the beginning of Shippuden they were talking about him getting that girl body. Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. So yeah, he might have only had himself at that point.
And so he was like underpowered at that point. So he was like, we got to make sure to be at
Or he was
strength.
Like learning his Rinnegan abilities, which I mean he had like 18 years to work on that. So like, whatever. But it was Kakashi, Kurenai, and Asuma versus Guy.
No. It was just Kakashi, Kurenai, and Asuma. Guy wasn't there.
Oh, he wasn't?
No, he wasn't.
Oh, okay.
It was just the
versus
three of them.
Itachi and Kisame.
Yeah. Which Kisame doesn't really do all that much. It's mostly Itachi. How long?
No, it's because Itachi tells him, "I'm gonna deal with this. Do not go all out. Like this is my village. We're gonna stay covert. If anything happens, let me handle it."
Okay.
And Itachi at that point was also like, "If this shark asshole goes out, this my village is gonna be in trouble," because he was covert for the village. Like you could actually see that at that point. Like Itachi wasn't trying to hurt anybody.
No,
he was protecting the village against Kisame and himself. Mm-hmm. Like It was pretty apparent to me.
And that's why he mostly just used Genjutsu against everybody.
Yeah.
Like, and
it sucks for Kakashi.
No. It sucks for Kurenai.
Oh.
Kurenai, the one
Her
Genjutsu...
only jutsu is Genjutsu.
The one Genjutsu specialist thinks she can beat an Uchiha against Genjutsu. Wouldn't you think Genjutsu specialist would know that you can't? Like, a normal person can't Genjutsu
I'm gonna say
Uchiha.
this, like, Itachi, he learned Genjutsu from the best Genjutsu user in the Uchiha clan, which is Shisui. He had the ultimate Genjutsu, which puts you under a Genjutsu...
that you don't even know.
Without you knowing, and impossible to defend against. The Koto Matsukami, I think.
Koto Matsukami,
yeah. Which... He's my favorite character of all time. Sorry.
I really wish there was more Shisui.
Oh my god!
I wanted
them to reanimate him, even though he would be a kid. I wanted him to be reanimated as like an ultimate adult ninja and just destroy the Leaf Village ranks, and it'd have to be Itachi versus Shisui.
It would have to be
like that they had the chance and they
did.
blew it. But yeah,
okay.
Sorry, that's my favorite character in Naruto.
So, the one thing that's probably, like, the worst thing that happened in this fight has got to be what happened to Kakashi.
Yeah, like...
How long was he trapped in the
72... It was either 72 hours or days. I'm not sure, but it was rough because Kakashi came out mentally unstable against Itachi at that point. He's just like, this guy was on my team, and this is what he could do?
This is what he was doing to those people?
Oh!
Just like imagine being stuck in a dream where you're just getting you're
stabbed.
You're crucified.
Yeah, you're crucified, and then he's just standing there, dead ass, like stabbed.
And there's like hundreds of them all over, just like stabbing you.
Oh my god, that's the worst.
So then, okay,
and then Asuma did nothing. Like he, was Kisama just holding Asuma back at that point?
No. Okay, so like when the fight starts. Kakashi is just like, everybody close your eyes, don't look Itachi in the eyes, even though like
watch his hands, like I think that was what he said or something.
Yeah, I think no, he just said close your eyes.
Oh, okay.
Because at this point I don't think Kakashi, like, nobody really fully understood how the Uchiha
he
Genjutsu
knew about
worked.
like copying jutsu and genjutsu abilities.
Yeah,
like that was basic knowledge.
But it's like they didn't know if, like, we don't know if Itachi can use the Tsukuyomi against multiple targets.
Oh yeah.
We don't like. Is it a single target thing?
I don't think they knew about Tsukuyomi. Honestly, they just knew like his genjutsu was very powerful.
Yeah.
And he's on the bingo book, so like, look out.
Like, it would have been good. It would have been better for Kakashi to say, like, if nobody closed their eyes, just like, you know, watch out. Like, I mean, I guess it's a bad example to say, like, we need to find out how his genjutsu works. Like, everybody look at him. And if only one person gets affected, that tells you that he can only do it at one person.
How do you know they're being affected? Because it lasts for like 30 seconds in real life, or maybe not even 30 seconds. Maybe it was just a second.
If everybody said, if they all charged, I mean, but if they all charged and attacked, Kisame would have got in.
I think Kakashi should have sent Asuma off to get backup.
Yeah.
Asuma did not have anything to contribute to that fight. Kurenai had a chance to put Kisame under Genjutsu. Itachi, no way. And I think Kakashi knew that, but he still let her just in case she had a chance. Mm-hmm. And then Kakashi's just like, I don't think I can beat these two guys by myself, especially Itachi.
No.
He might have been able to beat Kisame at that point if they let him use Kamui.
Kamui, yeah.
But I don't think they wanted to reveal that, so he's just like, okay, Itachi, you win. And then they did nothing because they're like, let's go look for Naruto. Mm-hmm. And then Jiraiya's just like, what you doing here, boy? And Itachi's like, okay, so getting into the next fight.
Yeah.
Was
But okay, so just to get like a little bit of context between those one. After this fight, Itachi and Kisame go after Naruto.
Yeah.
And they fail because Jiraiya steps in and Jiraiya's like, you know what? I'm gonna take him somewhere safe and train him.
Yeah.
And then that's when he starts learning the Rasengan.
Yeah. But like that toad mouth summoning, Itachi did not guess that was gonna happen. Like he's just like, I guess I have to take this Naruto kid. But if Jiraiya's guarding him, I know who Jiraiya is. He'll probably put up a good fight, and I can pretend to back off, you know? But, like, I think he was actually genuinely scared of dying to Jiraiya.
Because he didn't, like, he's like, Jiraiya don't know I'm doing this for the village.
Yeah,
Jiraiya don't kill me.
No one knows except for Itachi, and I don't know if the third Hokage... No, third Hokage is dead, so it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter if he knew or not.
Danzo knew. Maybe.
Oh, I do think... No, I definitely think that...
Danzo and the elders
and the third Hokage, maybe not the elder, but I think the because after Itachi and like after Danzo took Shisui's eyes. Shisui's like, hey, Danzo did all this bullshit. Danzo comes to Itachi trying to get the other eye. He manages to get away, and then he goes to the third Hokage, and he's just like, I have to do this, kills the clan, and he's just like, I hate
the way, like, the third Hokage did nothing about that.
It was politics of stuff. That's
why I hate that. Like, he should have, like, Hiruzen should have banned Danzo and, like, branded him with war crimes because he killed Shisui, basically.
Yeah, he did. That he 100%.
He stole his Sharingan and then drove him to suicide. Like, that's rough. Like,
it's because Shisui knew that
his eyes were the most precious thing in the world at that point.
Yeah, whatever side he chose was going to win.
Yeah.
Whatever side he chose was going to win, no matter what.
I don't understand. Like, I get that Danzo's really smart and battle heavy, and Shisui at that point was not. I don't like how Shisui lost that fight. Yeah. Because, like, this is going back a little bit and forward at the same time in the chronological.
Because it's like chronologically it happened way before all these fights.
But, like, Shisui versus Danzo, in that moment, Shisui is just, like, trying to get Danzo to understand, like, peacefully. Because Shisui is all about peace.
Yeah.
He did not want to fight at all. He was put in the Anbu, just, like...
Because he was so fucking awesome.
Yeah, and he had no choice against it. And he's like, I can't abandon my village, I want this place to succeed. So he's like, okay, I'll join the Anbu. And then Danzo's like, you got an interesting ability there, boy. Come here, let me talk to you about joining my squad. And, like... Shisui tried to activate his Mangekyo, but the instant Danzo sensed it, he knew how a Mangekyo activates. It takes like a half a second. He just like smacks him in the face and grabs his neck, and he's like, "You can't do this against me, bro." And then, because like I don't know if he used Izanami at that point to like get out of the Genjutsu, because if Shisui did get it off, it didn't show it. But, like, if it did go off, Danzo would have been captured. But, like, at the same time, he didn't get it, like, caught, and you'd think it would have gone off. I don't know. It just feels kind of weird how Shisui didn't win that fight, and Danzo immediately takes the guy.
Yeah. It was one of those things of, like, plot device, this needs to happen for certain things in the plot to go.
But sadly, he got the eye that wasn't the Kodo Matsukamu. It was the
reset eye.
He got the eye that resets it, because Kodo Matsukamu has a 10-year cooldown, unless you have his other eye, which resets all cooldowns, and that takes like a day or something like that. It's weird, but it was a pretty cool.
And this is kind of skipping ahead. We're going all over the place, but that's how we are with Naruto.
Yeah,
like,
it's gonna go all over the place. It's so intricate, like honestly.
And Itachi had the eye, and he fucking put it in a crow, and then he put that crow inside of Naruto, and he's like, "Here, keep my crow, bro."
That was the weirdest fucking moment in the show. Where it's like, oh, it's Itachi. Like, shoving a crow down Naruto's throat. Like, where is this show headed right now? What's going on?
Okay, so...
Let's get back to
after Itachi and Kisame fail, they leave. Jiraiya's teaching him.
Get spooked by Jiraiya.
They go in search of a new Hokage. And Jiraiya's like, nah. I don't want to do that.
I saw what happened to the third Hokage. That ain't about me.
And so they're like, we'll go find Tsunade. They find Tsunade. Tsunade's drunk, and they're
Are you gonna pay me?
Yeah, and she's just like, he tries to use the Rinnegan, but it fails, and she's just like, if you can master that jutsu in 3 days?
You said Rinnegan, you mean Rasengan?
Rasengan, sorry, Rasengan.
Naruto with Rinnegan.
Yeah, if you can perfect that jutsu in like 3 days or some shit, I'll be good with that. And then he tries to use the Rasengan against her when she goes and
she's seen Jiraiya's Rasengan, and she's just like, get this petty shit out of here, and just backhands her and like punches him down a fucking
and
alley
so then later they fight Orochimaru and Kabuto, which Kabuto got bodied by Naruto. There was no realistic way Naruto should have won that fight, but Naruto always uses super out of the blue unorthodox methods. When you're fighting someone with when you're fighting someone with a knife, the last thing you expect is for them to grab the knife to grab your hand and then Rasengan you in the chest.
Honestly, though, that was the same technique Naruto used against the assassins from the Mist Village that Kakashi just destroyed. He caught one of the knives in the hand, right?
Oh yeah, but it was poisoned.
It was poison, and then
instead of like doing a little bit, he just like fucking cuts open his hand and pours blood out.
Naruto way. But like that was kind of like the same idea. But then like that 3-way deadlock though, that was like
they all summon their things.
Yeah, like that was pretty cool. Like you got to see Orochimaru summon and Tsunade summon at that point because you didn't know what Tsunade did to deserve that spot. And like, you're like, oh shit, she's equal to Jiraiya, and Jiraiya's pretty fucking strong.
I think she's got that strength. She's got the like. She's not very fast, but if she hits you, you gonna feel it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Remember when like
it hurt?
Yeah, it hurt. She like punches the ground and like collapses a few walls.
Yeah, that was during
her.
like when she was testing Naruto, and she makes a fissure out of the ground at that point. But that was a pretty dope fight.
Yeah, and now we're getting into the big ones.
Okay, just so you know, we're at 55 minutes for this podcast.
We're at 55 minutes. Jesus, really?
Let's finish up this little bit. We'll see how long we go, and then
we'll start part 2.
Yeah,
part 2 is maybe going to be 3 episodes because part 2 has some of the best stuff in it.
Oh yeah, we'll be talking about that a lot. But let's try and finish up the rest of Naruto, like not Shippuden.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so
after this point, Sasuke leaves the village, and Naruto and gang go out to try and bring him back.
And the first fight that happens, Choji versus Jirobo. This is just a heavyweight
big boy
smackdown. Yeah, heavyweight smackdown.
And at that point, we're just like, so Choji knows nothing. Like he's bad at this fight stuff, right?
Yeah.
And honestly, I want to say that is one of my most favorite fights of like up to that point, like besides Rock Lee versus Gaara, which is really dope. This was like one of the top ones for me because Choji pulling off butterfly mode was like
mode.
Because like it showed us that backstory of him using the food pill, and his dad's just like, if you eat this, you die, and we're just like, what? Choji, don't eat that, and then he eats it, and we're just like, so you're dead now.
No, but they had medical ninja following them. So like after each fight, yeah, they lived.
But like when he just like one punch,
yeah, just like all for one, United States of smashed him.
Oh my god, that was amazing. And we're just like, nice scene. So Jirobo's dead, right?
And he actually was.
Yeah,
he murdered him.
That was rough.
And then
rough. Oh my god.
See.
Next fight.
Neji versus Spider-Man.
Kidomaru, if you're not.
That was a very interesting one. That was really different than most other fights.
It wasn't just a fight. It was a tactics fight. Like it wasn't just like I'm gonna fight you, you're gonna fight me, we're gonna punch each other or summon some jutsu.
Yeah, it was like which one of them could outthink the other one.
Yeah.
So like
you'd think that'd be a Shikamaru fight, but it wasn't. It was Neji. Like it was actually showcasing his actual battle prowess. And he's just like, okay, I have 359 degree vision. Kidomaru is very fast and in the trees like a spider. And Kidomaru messed Neji up. Like at some point I was like, Neji's gonna lose. This is gonna be a loss. Like I feel like
it seemed like it.
Like I thought they're gonna pull a whole we're gonna kill off a character right now. And Neji was my favorite at that point, so I was just like, I don't know if I can deal with this. But Neji's just like, I let you hit me, and then he freezes Kidomaru and like finds him. He's like, gotcha, bitch.
Yeah, that was it was a nice use of effective knowledge.
Yeah, like he froze him with his chakra control, which Neji's really good at chakra control and chakra suppression. But man, that was a good fight because like oof.
Okay,
I didn't expect him to live. Honestly, like that was just.
I was like, that was the end of Neji, but the end of Neji was later.
Oh my god! Spoiler alert!
It's been out long enough. Like,
how long did it? I think the manga ended in 2015.
Yeah,
it's been a few years.
There's been plenty of time.
So, anyways, next is Kiba versus Sakon.
I didn't like any of that fight.
Nope, that was my least favorite.
It was boring. It was like
it's like cool. Neji or Kiba learned a new jutsu.
Yeah,
it's just a bigger version of his other jutsu.
Yeah, big dog.
Another head, basically.
So we're gonna skip past that one because it was
Kiba won.
Yeah, it was pretty boring.
I will say the twins transformation, they looked cool as fuck.
Yeah, that's pretty true.
I loved looking at the curse mark transformations. But yeah, skipping on, we got Shikamaru versus
Tayuya, yeah, the flute lady.
Which, her jutsu was strong.
Yeah, dude. Not just like the genjutsu, but she just summoned dudes.
Yeah, she summoned 3 dudes to help body her foes while she just wrecked them with the flute. Like, I haven't seen this fight in a long time, and I've only ever seen it once, so I'm not, like, up on it as much as I should be.
But
like
he did manage to get out of it.
Yeah, like, I forget
I think he
how.
stabbed himself.
Yeah, he must have injured himself somehow, but, like, props to him for being able to, like, counter something, like, that he had no chance against. Mm-hmm. Honestly, that was another one where I'm just like, is Shikamaru gonna die? Like, him and Neji are gonna be the sacrificial lambs?
But I think Shikamaru's fight was the only fight where he didn't actually win. Somebody came and helped him in the fight, like, during the fight. I don't remember who it was. It could have been Gaara.
I don't remember. Just put a shout out in the comments if what happened in the Teiyu fight.
I do remember that somebody came in and they were just like, here, like, okay, I'm gonna help you finish this.
Okay. I think I remember that too, but it's been a while.
Yeah, so, like, it's been a long time.
If you guys love that fight, let us know. But continuing on, what we got next one?
Naruto versus Kimimaro.
Oh my god, dude.
Bone guy?
He was also one of my favorites before, like, I saw anybody else, because, like, I loved his ability. It sucks that he was, like, permanently ill for some reason, but like, oh my god, his, like, just ripping out that spine gave me tingles.
Have you ever torn out your own spine?
Love it. But no, like, when he was about to kill Naruto, and then Lee's just like, let me take a crack at him.
Yeah, he does the drunken fist.
Oh my god, that was actually pretty dope, though.
He starts fighting him, starts losing, and I think he gets, like, injured a little bit, and he's got to take his medicine, what he thinks is medicine, but he's like, switched out.
Guy Sensei tells me this makes me stronger. It's just beer. He just gets drunk. He's like, oh, you can't hit me now.
Like, what are you gonna do? And, like, Kimimara's just getting mad. Oh, Gaara comes and helps Lee because dude starts transforming, and Lee is like, I can't fight him.
And then that fight, I will say, is like third best.
I think that was the most. I think that was like
the most animated and, like, intense action.
Yeah, a lot of large scale attacks being used.
Because the fact that Kimimaro could stand up to Gaara and not die when getting hit, and, like, actually able to injure Gaara at some points too, like, withstanding any of his ability, like, it was crazy. Like, I loved that fight. Mm-hmm. And then sadly Kimimaro lost because he was sick. Like, I feel like Gaara lost that fight 100% if Kimimaro wasn't sick, because he was about to stab him in the face, if you remember that.
Yeah, and then he just died.
Yeah,
he was just like, alright, I'm gonna head out.
I got 30 seconds left. Okay, I got 5 seconds left. Okay, and I missed. Rip. That was it. Like, it was a bad cop-out because they're realizing, like, I think they did the thing where it's just like, we made this character too strong. Gaara can't beat him. What do we do? Just kill him.
Yeah, just make him die.
We can't send any Jonin, but kill him.
Alright, so then we get to the big final battle. The real final battle of the part 1. Naruto versus Sasuke.
Dude, I had like high expectations for this fight, and they were blown away.
Yeah.
By what happened.
Something I do gotta say that, you know, it's always a topic of debate on who really was stronger. I gotta give it to Naruto, and the only reason I say Naruto is Naruto didn't really want to hurt Sasuke.
Yeah, he was still at that point where he's like, I can't hurt my friend.
Yeah, he's like, you know...
He was holding back his punches.
Yeah, he was not trying to kill. Sasuke was, at some points, not all points, was really trying to hurt Naruto.
Every time he used Chidori, he was trying to kill Naruto.
Yeah, and then when it came down to it, after the battle was over, yes, Sasuke showed him mercy.
But, like, I don't think Sasuke showed him mercy on purpose. I think it was just his inability to finish off Naruto at that point. Because later on in the series, he's like, I'm gonna do what I couldn't do before. Like, he had all the chance, but,
and it's also... Yeah. Sasuke didn't like killing. Like, there was a point later on in part 2 where, like, he's fighting a bunch of people, and Orochimaru's like, you defeated all of them, but you didn't kill any of them. He's like, yeah, I don't want to kill them.
Yeah, they don't have any reason to die. They mean nothing to me. Which I think at that point, like, in season 2, like, he had the nerve to kill someone. He just only did it when necessary. Mm-hmm. But, like, during Naruto and Sasuke fight, getting back to, like, the beginning of it, where Sasuke's choke holding him. Do you remember this part where like Naruto's beginning to rage out, and then he's like Sasuke's holding him against a wall, and Naruto's just like, "What?" And then like what was it? Sasuke stabs him with Chidori, and then he turns wolf mode,
and he heals from it.
Yeah, he heals,
like,
and
really
Sasuke's
quick.
just like, "What? What are you?" Like, because he had never seen the tailed beast before. He doesn't know anything about it.
Yeah.
And well, besides, he's like, "I knew you had something in you, but what the hell is this?" And then Naruto's just like, "You're gonna about to see the real side of me, because I can't hold back at this point, Sasuke." And Sasuke's like, "Oh, I can't fight this." Like, Naruto at that point was winning, and Sasuke's just like, "I lost." And then his curse mark activated accidentally, and, you know, gave him the edge, honestly.
Yeah, he was able to...
because I think curse mode
counter.
Sasuke gives him the ability to do whatever the hell he wants.
Kinda, yeah.
Because, like, Sasuke has a lot of chakra restrictions. He does not have a good chakra storage space, and, like, curse mode enhances that, basically, and gives him more powerful jutsus. And I think that really pushed Sasuke over the edge in the end. But, like, up to that point, just if it was Naruto with his chakra versus Sasuke with his chakra, I think Naruto wins.
Yeah, and it's like...
But with the addition of Naruto's beast mode versus Sasuke's curse mode, Sasuke wins, in my opinion.
I gotta say, I wish they did a little bit more, because something, like a little bit more with maybe the animation or anything that they were showing, because it was shown before that the Rasengan was stronger than the Chidori. When Naruto and Sasuke are on the roof, they have a little skirmish that we didn't cover because it's not really a fight. They threw a few punches.
It was a really good scene, though.
It was a good scene.
Because,
great
like,
scene.
That was the turning point where, like, Sakura's just like, "Oh, no. Oh no."
Oh, yeah. And, like, you know, it was shown, you know, Kakashi jumped in, he, you know, yeeted them to the side, and they both hit the same object. And, you know, Sasuke's kind of, you know, it put a hole in it, and, you know, that kind of thing.
It was pretty impressive. He made it all the way through.
Yeah, he had to pull his hand out. It didn't go all the way through.
It dented the backside.
No, yeah, and, you know, it made the water start coming out. But then Naruto's...
It made a small hole on the front.
And then destroyed it in the complete back.
And when Sasuke saw that, he's just like, "I lost."
He's like, that was going to kill me.
Yeah. Naruto did not hold back in that fight because he didn't know how strong his Rasengan was at that. He thought it was equal to Sasuke's Chidori. He didn't realize he has the ultimate technique jutsu.
It's
in
an
his
S-class jutsu for a reason.
Yeah, Jirai didn't tell him it was S-class. He didn't say, like, this was developed by the smartest shinobi of our time.
Yeah.
Or your dad.
Or your dad.
Sorry.
But, like, you know, at the end, when they're going head-to-head with, you know, the Naruto cloak red Rasengan and, you know, the black Chidori, the cursed Chidori.
That was awesome, by the way. I did not expect the cursed Chidori. That was...
Yeah. I think they should have put a little bit more in there, because they already showed that the Rasengan was stronger. So it's like, when that clash happened, Naruto should have won that.
That's why I think the curse mark is really underrated for Sasuke, because if they're saying it's equal at that point, the curse mark is that much stronger than Naruto's that low level beast cloak, I want to say, because like it evened out the playing field by that much, and that's Sasuke wins for me in that fight, honestly. Sorry to say it, but put in your comments, who do you think actually won that fight, and what do you guys think about the beast cloak and
curse mark?
Curse mark, yeah, because curse mark, OP, especially because I think Orochimaru gave Sasuke a better curse mark than anybody else, because he gave him one that he wants him to have, because he's gonna be taking over Sasuke.
Yeah,
it was kind of like the Kidomaru curse mark, like it is gonna rock people.
Yeah.
But those are our opinions on those.
So like favorite fight from part 1.
Favorite fight from part 1.
Lee versus Gaara.
I'm actually gonna say Gaara versus Kidomaru. Bone guy versus sand guy.
Okay.
Or Kimimaro, yeah.
I mean, yeah, that was a pretty good one.
That was honestly my favorite fight. I will say Lee and Gaara is a very close second, almost equal. But like, I think the Gaara versus Kimimaro had more action and more intricacies.
I guess
because you had basically two different fights. Like Kimimaro first stage, Gaara's winning, and then Kimimaru's second stage, Gaara's losing so easily. Like it was pathetic how easily like this guy like transforms. And he's just like, yeah, I win now because I transform. That's like curse mark, man. It was so overpowered. That's why, like, in the second series, like Shippuden, you don't see curse mark that much because they realized you can't beat this with normal stuff. Yeah. If we're gonna keep the power scaling, like, I loved it, but like at the same time, I was feeling for the people who were having to fight against it.
All right. Well, at this point, it's been like a long time.
Hour and 10, hour and 15.
Yeah, but Naruto was awesome.
Yeah, we're gonna do more about this, guys. So keep your ears and eyes out. Let us know. Put in the comments if you want to, what specifically you want us to talk about, because we're just gonna be talking about whatever you want.
Yeah, we're gonna pick our own topics, but like if y'all got some good like options, we'll talk about other stuff. I will watch a whole ass anime.
One Piece.
Not okay. Like I don't have. Can you
read the wiki on One Piece? Like get like the general idea.
I know the general idea. They're pirates. He's stretchy. Okay. Zoro has swords.
Yes.
What more do I need to know? They're all weird. All of their fruits like are crazy
the intricacies of the fights, man. Whatever. I might get him to do it. Might not. Might be a fail. But we got like Boku no Hero,
which I'm up to date on that.
What's the killing
Overlord?
The killing show. What's
Kill la Kill?
Akame ga Kill. Not Kill la Kill. I don't like that.
Kill la Kill is funny.
It is funny I've heard, but Gintama is funnier. We should watch that too. But yeah, put it in the description if you guys want to hear it. Let us know what you think about the podcast. We might see about getting this on Spotify. I don't know how to do that, but we'll see. But yeah, hope you guys like it. Just something to listen to while we're doing stuff, or while you're doing stuff, like gaming or something in the background, you know?
Yeah, I mean, somebody's got to like Naruto.
Yeah, I mean, we do. Anyways, thanks you guys for listening. Yeah, see you in the next one.
Au revoir.
Podcast 1 out.